This weekend, residents in the UK are trying to recover from election hangover, but it may be a long road to recovery. After months of conflict, Brexit has left the region deeply divided. Our Semple has been covering the vote in Britain, and tonight he tells us about one perspective for peace that looks to Canada's true north.
Well, we've spent the past week traveling across England, covering the lead up to the federal election here and, of course, the result. And during our travels, we met one man named Colin Irwin, a British Canadian who was born and raised here in England, but spent about 14 years living in Canada. Most of that spent in the Canadian Arctic. And what drew him there, he says, was a particular interest in the Inuit style of governance and conflict resolution. Unlike Westminster styles of government like we have here in the UK and back home in Canada, where you have a ruling party and an opposition party that spend most of their time yelling at each other, the Inuit focus is on working together to find a consensus. And Irwin says that he hopes that as they begin Brexit negotiations here, the British government will try and borrow a page from the Inuit playbook.
The whole political process has been messed up because May would not reach across the House and say, well, let's go and find a compromise together. And if they'd done that, maybe we wouldn't be in such an extreme position now. Right. But we are where we are.
It's no secret, of course, that the United Kingdom is deeply divided over Brexit and has been for nearly 4 years now. You hear it in the pubs, you see it on the electoral map, where England is Conservative blue, Scotland is SNP yellow, and in Ireland now there are also growing nationalist calls. The one thing that this election did was answer that key question. Brexit is happening. There is, in effect, no turning back. And so many here hope that the country will find some way to come together and try to make it work. Semple, Global News, London.